One thing beginners seem to struggle with a lot is changing chords effectively. Now in this video I'd like to offer you a couple of tips to help you with that, because faster chord changes will mean that you can focus more on your strumming hand as well as learn to play a bunch of songs. So what I'll be showing you is some specific tips that you can use to get the chord changes happening nice and smoothly, and also to warn you of a common pitfall that most guitar players face when learning to play guitar. Alright, so let's get started then. Basically, learning to play guitar relies on developing the necessary muscle memory in your hands and fingers. And the only way to develop that is through repetition. So how can you apply this to chord changes? Well, you can use the same finger order every time when you fret a new chord. Now of course, eventually all of this will happen at the same time without thinking about it. But in the beginning, you'll need to be very deliberate about the way you actually fret the chords. So let me give you an example using A, D, and E. So play the new chord. In this case, it would be A a couple of times, just to see which finger normally goes first, and then make a note of the order of the remaining fingers in the way that they actually happen after that first finger plays the chord. Now do that over and over. Soon that chord will become automatic, because your fingers will know exactly where to go because you've practiced them in the same order over and over and over. So now work on D next, alright, until it becomes automatic as well. So then you want to follow that same process with E major. So by doing it that way, you'll stand the best chance of getting these new chords drilled into your muscle memory, because you're playing it in exactly the same order every time. That's just step one, which is getting your chords sorted first, alright? Now a common mistake is to try and work on your chord changes, changing from one chord to another, before the actual chords have been learned properly, and I promise you that normally doesn't end very well. So make sure your chords are sorted first before you start focusing on changing the chords, which I'll cover in the next video. If you haven't grabbed your free membership at guitarskills.com yet, make sure you get yours today by visiting guitarskills.com/free. You'll be able to submit your registration there for a free membership, and then you'll get access to the guitarskills.com members area, where there's a crash course for beginners, plus loads of guitar lessons and resources, and you can ask me any questions about learning the guitar there. So just go to guitarskills.com/free, submit your registration, and I'll see you on the other side.